Right, so I've ordered quite a few things, some of which, like this magnetic Pyraminx, has been out a while. I haven't really ever had a Pyraminx that I've really liked, so I'm just going to unbox this and the GuoGuan YueXiao that I bought quite quickly, because they're not particularly interesting for you. I tried the bell at a competition and I quite liked it, but apparently this feels even nicer, so I'm just gonna do first turns on this. Ooh, I like this. Once this is not, I mean, it's really dry at the moment. I really like this. It needs lubricating big time. But I've got some stickers coming in preferred shades because I don't use red on Pyraminx, but this feels really, really nice. This feels really, really slick and controllable, unlike the old Chi, the ball bearing Chi one that I had. So that's really, really nice. That's almost certainly going to be my main, so I'm really excited for that. The other two things that are less interesting that I got are sort of interesting. I got a YueXiao. After all this time, I still haven't had a YueXiao, and this came with it, or it's for a few quid extra I could have got this. I think this can also come with, and you can use it to adjust the GTS. I don't know whether it is exactly the same thing, whether this is specific to the YueXiao, but I think it has some different springs, another core, which I think is the same one that's used in the GTS, but I'm not sure, and some extra sensor pieces. So I won't bother unboxing that, I'll just play around with that later. But I think they're maybe slightly less tight springs or something, I don't know. But I tried a YueXiao at a competition. I really, really liked it. I need my knife. Right, so I have actually got a sticker set ready for this, so I will be changing the stickers, but the standard stickers as normal, and first turns. Feels very wobbly at the moment. Yeah, it feels really, really wobbly. I think that's just a case of, yeah, I think it probably needs a little bit of tensioning, a little bit of breaking in. But even without breaking, I mean, obviously this is just the factory lube, which is pretty rubbish in there. But it does feel sort of dry. But I think once that's broken in, and then some thin lube and maybe a tiny dab of thick lube on the pieces and some thick lube in the core. What kind of springs does it, or screws does this use? I can't get the cap off. Anyway, that's something to play around with. I'm quite excited for it. I tried it at a competition, and I mean the corner cutting on this thing is incredible. But I liked it because it didn't, even though I'm not keen on squared off corners, but like the Volk, I don't really feel it. It seems to glide over. It doesn't glide over quite as nicely as the Volk, but it sort of feels like a slightly different feeling plastic Volk, which so I'm going to have a play around with that. But the main spectacle that I got was, I wasn't going to get this, and then I saw a review of the Yan 3, and I bought two of them. One of them stickerless, one of them is black. I've only ever had one stickerless puzzle in the past. I'm not keen on them, but I had a look at the shades and they look really, really nice. So I'm just going to open the one on the left first. I also love the packaging on this. This is the black one. So I've heard that this feels, again, similar to the YueXiao, similar to the Volk, both puzzles that I've liked. I have got some stickers in on the way for this, oh, that's a nice logo. Let's see if I can try and keep that logo. That's nice. Anyway, first ends. This feels really stable. I like doing this. It doesn't seem to corner cut. It's on okay tensions. I mean, that's what you need anyway, line to line. But it doesn't want to go past line to line. Reverse, does line to line, just under line to line. The corners aren't completely squared off, they're ever so slightly rounded a little bit. So they don't seem to want to catch. That feels quite nice, that feels nice and smooth. Again, once that's broken in, I'm sure that'll feel even better. Again, it's a Moyu puzzle, so these things always feel really, really dry and papery, and then within about 100 solves they always smooth up. So let's just unbox the stickerless. So again, I haven't really had a stickerless puzzle. I've had a YueXiao. So yeah, I had a YueXiao that was stickerless. It was quite nice. It just felt like an hour-long rip-off, and I wasn't really that keen on the hour-long. But yeah, I like the shades on this. The blue's a little bit lighter in person. The green's a little bit pale for my liking, but feels, yeah, just like the other one really. Oh, the shades are quite nice on this. I could probably get used to those. The yellow's not massively fluorescent, which I like, 'cause it's then very different from the green. That's always the problem that I've had with looking at stickerless puzzles before. I suppose I'm one that really likes my dark blue, so usually getting used to, so these are my shades that I use, usually getting used to different shades is something that holds me back. Anyway, but that it actually feels a little bit nicer, I think, than the... Oh no, they do feel different. They do feel different. The same, rather. They do definitely feel the same. It's probably just the stickers make it feel different. But I understand why people like stickerless, just because you don't feel the stickers. I think it depends on the quality of the stickers that you use. I think a lot of people that use a lot of fluorescent stickers, because they're often thicker, you can feel them a lot more. Whereas with stickerless puzzles, you don't get that. I understand that aspect of them. But yeah, that's a nice puzzle. I could see that contending for my main. Well, I don't really have a main at the moment. It's a combination of a Volk, a magnetic Volk, a magnetic Huolong, and potentially now the YueXiao and the Yan 3. So thanks for watching, and goodbye.